Hey everyone, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to Relevant Jukebox, and today we're going to talk about this new OK Kaya album, Watch This Liquid Pour Itself. So I've gotten a lot of requests actually to review this record, and it's always come pretty highly recommended. This being the second full-length album from the New Jersey singer-songwriter, and yeah, it's taken me a little while. I've been sitting on this record for a bit now, and mainly because I've been trying to figure out how to describe the sound of this record, because there isn't really a sound to it. And no, that's not to say that this is some kind of crazy experimental opus that can't be compared to others and it's doing its own thing or something. That's not what's going on here. This album is actually very minimal, and all of the instrumentation is very plain and bare, and Kaya's vocals are very present in the mix on every track here, so she's pretty much carrying these songs. I do think she has a pretty good voice. I wouldn't say it's necessarily anything unique sounding, but I do like it. And her lyrics are very specific and awkward. The closest I can compare it to is Stella Donnelly. And take the track Asexual Well-Being, for example, how it's kind of tongue-in-cheek on the hook, how she talks about having sex with her is extremely mediocre. I will say that this record will be a slow burn probably for most people, because the very naked way that this album presents itself walks a very fine line between captivating and extremely boring. One track that did strike a chord with me was Psych Ward. It's this semi-upbeat bummer jam, and it actually gives off a lot of Breeders vibes, which I enjoy quite a bit. The track is pretty simple sounding overall, but I do like the chord progression in it. I also really dug the track Overstimulated. This track has this slight feeling of elated tension that runs throughout it, even though it sounds pretty quiet overall, and it's actually really great. I think you could even rework this track into some kind of pop rock rager, but what ends up really selling it for me at the end of the day is Kaya's vocal performance on this cut. Sifting further down the track list, the song Symbiosis is one of the more interesting spots. We get some added instrumentation on this cut with some really strange synths. The track breaks down about halfway through and has this kind of weird meltdown that I enjoy, and it has a pretty dreamy outro attached to it too. But I don't know, I mean, if she's not hitting you with one of these soul-crushing vocal melodies on here, this record is a huge miss. Everything on this record is just so stark and bare bones, there just isn't really enough to chew over or pick out of it to say that there's some kind of defined sound or personality going on. But hey, I mean, if that's your thing, I definitely suggest checking out this record. You're probably gonna dig it more than I did. And with that being said, I'm feeling a 6 over here on this new OK Kaya record. There are a few limited vinyl presses of this floating around. Jagjaguwar has it on a limited Coke bottle clear vinyl. And also, if you're a member of Vinyl Me Please, they do have a limited seafoam glass variant that's up for sale still in stock, so I'm gonna have links down below. And if you listen to this new OK Kaya record, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thank you for watching. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you drop a like down below. And if you want more content from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Peace.